Yo, what's up guys? It's Be Like Beats. In this video, we're gonna be using Ableton Live to give you some sampling tips on how I personally use samples in my music production. We're gonna show you what software I use, what plugins I use to kind of mix the sample and tweak it to the way that you want it. This is pretty beginner level, but we're gonna go really quick and get all the information you guys need. Today, we're gonna be cutting this sample right here by Pink Floyd. We're gonna be tweaking it and making it sound real good in that mix. Let's get right to it. What I do when I find a sample that I like is I first open up my Audio Hijack. This is a great plugin if you want to rip samples from YouTube, if you want to find any sample that you want. It's called Audio Hijack. I think it's like something like $50 or something. It's a great plugin, but it basically allows you to rip anything off the internet that you like, off YouTube, anything that you want. We have a session running right now. It's going to record anything in Safari. So anything that we play off YouTube or anywhere, it's going to record that audio so we could use it as a sample. There's a part in this song that could fit really well in the type of beat that I'm going for. That was it right there. Do, 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 do. All right. So once you have your sample recorded, you go to right click, reveal in Finder, then you literally just copy and you could paste it right into Ableton here. Cool. All right, guys, so now that we have our sample, we got to find the BPM of this sample. This is very important because when you're sampling, you want to have a good foundation and you don't want everything to be mixed up. You want to have the BPM match the project. It's very important. So let's find the BPM. In order to do that, we're going to listen to it and just tap along. It looks like it's at about 72. Perfect. It sounds great. So the BPM of the sample is 72 BPMs, beats per minute. Now we're going to go through some plugins here. We're going to make it sound completely different than the original sample here. So here I have Halftime. This plugin is really cool because it basically tweaks the sample into something completely new. So let's open it up. That's the original. So you see if we increase this mix here, it just slows it down a lot, makes it sound really different. Like that sounds completely different than this. I actually like that a lot. The next one we have is, it's just a vinyl a bit warmer. Just makes the sample just a little bit warmer. We have an EQ on there to cut off the low end. We have this C4 stereo compressor on there. I also put a Kramer tape stop plugin on there. A compressor just to even everything out. And the final product to this sample. And this is the final product. I added that little thing at the end, which really sounds nice with it. Adds a little ending touch to it. Now that we have our sample, it's time to put it in the mix, tweak it up a little bit, and put a beat on top. So with this sample, I'm picturing like a guitar bass sound in the back, just a simple boom. I found this guitar bass. I could go on the back of that. That'll sound really nice. Let's throw some drums on there. This is just a sample that I found in Splice, free sample. I cut it up. With my drum samples, I like to separate the snare. The snare, you want to have that leveled out a little bit differently than the sample, because you don't want the snare in your sample. In my opinion, you want to even that out into a separate file. So what I did is I put this loop in there and I actually cut out the snare. See how it's missing in this file? And then I put it over here separately. So let's see how this sounds. That's dope. And also what I did with this track is I felt like it needed a little something at the end. So what I did was I found this sample and splice right here. I thought that sounded really eerie and cool. What I did was I put that at the beginning, right before the beat drops. All right, guys, we got the mix in there, the beat. We got it mixed up. I showed you guys how I use my compression, how I mix it up. Let's see what the final product sounds like here. Yo, this video explains how to sample a beat. You know it sounds dope cause I come from the street. No, I'm just playing, I come from the suburbs of Detroit City. Yeah, you know the word, I keep God first every single day. We just got a beat, fam. That's all I have to say.